Well, hi, folks. Say, we're over at the Bill Baker residence today, and man, have we got some celebrating to do. And we're going to start out first with Beverly Joe, who was just chosen teenage queen of the state of Minnesota.
Right.
Well, Bev, when did you decide to enter this contest?
It was about in March, and I got a letter from the state director, Barbara Popovich, and I got a letter through, I'm assuming it came through the counseling department, and I was chosen. So I applied, put in my application.
And who was your sponsor?
Mrs. Tootie Muchenbacher, from the former owner of the Rainbow Inn.
And you went to Rochester last Thursday?
Yes, I drove down. I brought my mom and my two younger sisters.
Well, why don't you just summarize everything that happened from Thursday until you got back home to Grand Rapids?
Okay. You don't want everything.
Well, probably not everything, no.
Okay. Well, we got in Friday morning and registered, and we had rehearsals all day for our dance production numbers. And Friday night, we went in for our talent. It was talent preliminaries, and everyone had a 2-minute talent or speech. And the 5 top were chosen to perform Saturday night. Saturday morning, we had our breakfast, and we had another rehearsals all morning for another number. And we had a judges luncheon on Saturday. We met all our judges who were professional models or representatives from Zales in Rochester. We found out who the top 5 in the talent and speech were, and so they could practice for performing on Saturday night. We had rehearsals again for our evening gown walk, and the whole afternoons, all our time was all filled with things that they had planned. We came in Saturday night, and people were filling the Windsor Ballroom at about 6 o'clock, and the performance was at 7:30. They were sold out, and it could fit 900, and they sold about 100 standing rooms. There was about 1,000 people for the performance, or the pageant. And we came in, we had our opening number was To God Bless America. We went back, changed, came out for our evening gown. It took about an hour and a half for 96 girls to take their evening gown walk. And then we came through, we went through that, and we went through I Love America. We were in, it was a disco number in our long evening gowns, and it was just a blast. Everyone got into having a disco number through there. The whole idea of the pageant was the teen image for Minnesota. Let's see, we all got up on, when we were all on stage after our number, they called off the Miss Congeniality, Miss Photogenic, and the top 3 speech and talent awards. When I got Miss Congeniality, almost, I was so excited, I couldn't believe it. It was voted by the 96 girls for the girl that they thought was most congenial or whatever, I guess. Okay, we went through, and after the awards, we had some sort of entertainment, and then they named off the 15 finalists. My number was 2, and they started at 96 and went down. So I was the last girl to be called. So we went out, and we all did our evening gown walk again, and we had to go back in the group. So unless you were writing down the numbers, you didn't know who was going to be your next Miss Minnesota teen. Then instead of calling off the top 5 girls, they called off the top 10, or the 10 that weren't in the top 5. So you still didn't even know, you didn't really know who was even in the top 5 until they started calling off 4th runner-up, 3rd runner-up, 2nd runner-up, and then I was still there. I was standing back with Rochelle Ederman, who was the first runner-up in my court, and she was number 22 right in front of me. Everyone was just yelling congratulations and everything, and he started to say, and the next girl will be your new Miss Teen Minnesota, and she will receive, and he named all the gifts and where my obligations would be to. And then he named off number 22, Rochelle Ederman. So I thought that she had won, and I was congratulating her and hugging her and everything, and she said, is your first runner-up, your new Miss Teen Minnesota is Bev Baker, number 2. And I just about dropped. Everyone just grabbed me. Everyone. Oh. So we went through, and I stood up there, and he gave me the whole box of Kleenex. So I was walking down the runway, and I had my trophy, my roses, and a box of Kleenex stuck in the middle. I was walking down crying. I saw my mom. She was crying. My sisters were all crying. And I came back, and I had about a half an hour of pictures for the press. And then we had a taco party where I was signing autographs, and I met all the other queens from Wisconsin, the past queens. And then, let's see, I was there until like 3:30, got up at 6 o'clock for breakfast, and then we had a brunch for all our parents and the public could come, and we got scholarships. I got a $500 scholarship, and then we had a press conference, and I've been have some offers for commercials and modeling school, John Roberts Modeling School in Minneapolis. After that, I had my official portrait taken, and then I called my dad because he didn't get there. So that was
Bev, that must have been really a great thrill, and I imagine as far as your feelings, I think that you expressed them to us, and of course, I might be a little prejudiced, but I think that the judges made a very good choice.
Thank you.
And we're just so darn proud, and hope for the best in Albuquerque in November.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'd like to hear that song that you sang.
Say, how about that song? Would you care to sing
Sure.
that song? Okay, very good.
I will.
Would you like to have the guitar or... Yes, and Bev will now play the song that she wrote. Okay, Bev?
Okay. I wrote this song for my family, so the first time that they heard it was at the pageant. My dad didn't hear it until I got home, but my mom, they seemed to like it. How can there be a bond so strong as the love you gave to me? For although I've done so many things wrong, this much I can see. You give me peace. You give me joy. You're beside me night and day, helping me to find my way. As my life goes on, I see you're with me all the time, loving, caring, hoping, sharing. You've given me what is mine. You give me peace. You give me joy. You're beside me night and day, helping me to find my way. I may not have understood how great our love could be until we joined our thoughts as one. Now together we'll be free. You give me peace. You give me joy. You're beside me night and day, helping me to find my way. You're beside me night and day, helping me to find my way.
Bob, what can I say? Just wonderful. Is there anything else that you care to talk about? How about the after parties? Any of those going on?
A little. I've gotten flowers and cards from a lot of people, and I'd like to thank everyone for those. I just want to say that I went down with the idea of just getting to know a lot of girls that aren't in your classes now, and you don't know for years, and you go down there and you only meet them for a weekend, but everyone gets really close. And a couple of my girlfriends from down there came up yesterday for my birthday, and you get to know that there's a lot of people around that you got to give a chance and get to learn to know.
Very good. Well, again, Bev, we're just so darn proud, and we all wish you the best.
Thank you.
Okay. And that's about it, Jim. Maybe we can call on Mr. and Mrs. Tom Baker, who are celebrating, or who are going to celebrate, a wedding anniversary. Well, folks, still celebrating, and with us now we have Mr. and Mrs. Tom Baker, who are celebrating their 45th wedding anniversary in a week or so?
September 1st.
On September 1st. Well, we'll make this very informal, Tom and Ellen. Let's see, where did you first meet?
Well, I tell you, we met in the Candy Kitchen in Bemidji, Minnesota.
Candy Kitchen.
In the Candy Kitchen.
I presume that Ellen is selling candy?
No,
No? All right.
we just go down there. Well, that was quite a thing in Bemidji them days.
And that was in what year, Tom?
That would be in 1933.
1933. Okay, we'll take your word for that. I presume that you were married in Bemidji, Minnesota?
Right.
Right.
And what did you do for a living there, Tom?
What did I do for a living?
Yes, when you first started out.
Well, that was quite a problem. I came there and I didn't have nothing
Yes, I realize. That was right during the Depression, wasn't it?
during the Depression. And I finally got a job working at Dickinson Lumberyard. I was tail end guy on the sawmill. I worked there for about, I don't know, 6 months, something like that. And that got too rough.
Did you find that you got a few blisters on the hands?
Oh yeah, I had plenty of them.
And a few slivers? Yes.
Too.
And I suppose Ellen just took care of the house?
Well, we wasn't married then.
Oh, you weren't? Oh, I thought that this was after you were married, Tom.
no.
All right.
He was in the CC camp when
And then after that, I worked at cutting timber through on the Third River Road. We cut about 7 miles. We had a camp in the middle of it. I was getting $15 a month, room and board.
What? Excuse me, Tom, but what did you do with all your money?
Yeah, I was gonna.
I had to ask that question.
Sure, I knew you would.
Okay. And from there?
Well, from there, let's see. I don't just remember now what I did do right after that.
he worked for the college, hauling cement.
Oh yeah, I worked in the college after that, building the dormitory there for the new part of the college. And after that, why that was done. And in 1934, I joined WPA, if you know what that is.
Yes, we poke along.
Yeah, that's for sure. And after that, I think let's see, that was in about which their year it was. But anyhow, after that I went into the CC camp. 720, Big Lake.
Big Lake. Mm-hmm.
And that's where I got connected with Mary Ellen.
Oh, well, boy,
Not
you.
at the lake, but
Yes, I realize that. Well, you've really been around, Tom.
I
And
could a little bit.
when did you decide to go in the upholstering business?
Well, that was after we were married.
Now, did you?
We came to, after the CC camp broke up, we lived in Bemidji then, and I built a little house there. And I started, worked for Tom Brosey across the street. I worked for him for, what, 2 years?
And then,
Somebody's laughing.
well, they do that. And then, what year did you come down to Grand Rapids?
I came down to Grand Rapids in 1942. I had a shop connected with Harvey Henderson's
Yes.
store. See?
And you were down there for how many years?
It'll be what, 5 years. I went back to Bemidji in 48.
In 48. Yes. And
Started all over.
yes. How long have you been retired now, Tom?
That'll be 3 years in February, next February.
And
I don't do much now.
except take a few trips in the mobile home.
Well, once in a while, not too many.
And how is your health, Tom?
Very good.
Well, very good. That's nice to hear. And let's get back to your good wife, Ellen. How are you, Ellen?
Well, I'm fine.
And your health is pretty good now?
Yeah, right.
And what do you do to keep yourself busy during the day?
Baking, cooking,
Well, I guess you've got to eat.
whatever. Yeah, that's enough.
Okay. Anything else that you folks would care to add?
Care to ask?
Add.
Why are you
Just-
doing this?
Well, I want to get everything out.
Well, find out now where she's been. Where she's been.
Well, I just take it for granted that you've been with, she's been with you.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Well, Tom, Ellen, this has been real nice chatting with you, and gee, say I just received a card to Tom and Mary.
No kidding.
Here we
Are
are.
we supposed to open it
You
now?
might just as well.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
And
See
I
what's
got
in here.
how many grandchildren over there staring me in the face,
And they're all smiling.
and they're all smiling. Two of us. Well, the one over there.
You know, if I'd have got that about 45 years ago,
I know, Tom.
I'd have been in the Bucks.
You, yes, you certainly would.
For a very special couple.
And look at that, who's coming.
Happy anniversary.
Well,
I think I know those people.
you do. Huh?
Yes. Well, anyway, this has been,
I'll have to put the glasses on to see what this is from here.
that's from Ruth and Joe.
Ruth and Joe. Well, that's very kind of you, Joe.
Well,
We
thank you.
appreciate it very
And-
much.
Well, very good. Just nice to do it for a real nice couple. Well, folks, I hope that the good health keeps on, and I hope that you have many, many more anniversaries.
Another,
Okay, and real nice.
you're a very
chatting
good
with you.
guy. Yeah.
Okay, we've been chatting with Tom Ellen Baker from Bemidji.
Here.
I'm sure you ask him what he thinks about these American women who grab you and kiss you the first time they meet you.
Well, folks, we're still celebrating, and this is a real special occasion. With today, we have Mr. and Mrs. John Singh, former Judy Baker.
I'm
who has-
still Judy Baker.
Yes, but Judy,
I
don't
didn't change my
believe.
name, Joseph.
All right, but you haven't been home for 3 years, have you?
No.
Okay. Judy, let's make this, let's be quite informal, and let's start out, say, back in Taiwan, and I'll ask you questions on how you met John, and you
You
can
could
kind
ask
of,
John. I think he can tell you that.
okay. Judy, you have been gone for about 3 years now, and you met, where did you meet John?
At Soochow University.
Well, how come you take a liking to John?
Well,
His looks, or was he brilliant, or?
no, John fell asleep in my class, and I'd always have, when it was his turn to answer the question, I'd have to say, "Wake up, John."
Oh.
And I kind of noticed him, you know, more than other guys, I guess.
And John, what did you see in Judy?
我认识他在学校。
Oh no, you can't speak Chinese.
I cannot, but I cannot understand you. What do you mean?
Yeah, well,
Anyway, okay.
did you pick Judy because she was intelligent, or because of her red hair, or did she come up and kiss you, or?
No, I wanted to do that.
No, you didn't want her to do that. Oh.
Not because Julie is the, well, I think is my type. That's stubborn, you know.
Oh. Say, can I ask you a question, John?
Yes.
What do you think of the American teenage girls that go around kissing the boys?
It's terrible.
Terrible. There you have it, right from John.
Do you think you're conservative?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so. I'm conservative, you know. But probably Americans is too much, you know. Over, what do you say?
Liberal.
Over, you know, too liberal.
And Judy, you're still are you through with the university there, or you plan on going back to Taiwan, or what are your plans?
Oh, I finished my master's degree in May. So I'm not going back to study probably, but we'll probably go back to Taiwan.
And how about the customs and the old Taiwan food, and you get used to all of that?
Oh, yeah, I think it's not too difficult to get used to that. I think probably Chinese food and money are the two biggest topics for Chinese, so if you can get adjusted to that. You have to get used to people always asking you how much everything costs.
Oh. Well, Judy, John, say, Judy, what are your plans for now?
Okay, you can tell them our plans.
Well, I think now Chinese Indians say, you know, you marry dog, then you follow dog. You marry chicken, then you follow chicken. So now I think the Judies depend on me, you know. Because I'm going to the school in the Arizona.
That's at Phoenix, isn't it?
Yes, no, Glendale.
Glendale.
Yes.
30 miles from Phoenix. The school is called American Graduate School of International Management. I'm going to my master's degree. So I guess Julie probably
Have to
go
follow
there.
the dog.
Well, when you speak of international management, maybe you can bring me up on that. What type of a job would you go into?
Usually, the so-called international management is of several kinds. The some is doing the marketing or financial research, but I'm going to doing some exporting and importing business.
Oh.
Yeah, it's what I used to be. You know, I think this will be my career.
Where do you plan on making your home? Will that be in Taiwan, Japan, or where? Where do you plan on living then?
Well, I guess probably in the future I will have several homes.
Oh, several homes.
Because you're doing this kind of so-called international business.
Yes.
You have to travel around every area to doing some research, the marketing research, what they need, what they want is mostly important. And you should doing some the prices, you know, to research, you know, their demand. So I guess my plan is, of course, the best is in Taiwan because I know Taiwan
Yes.
much better. So probably I would like doing the business between Taiwan and Japan, Taiwan and American, and Taiwan and South America. Yeah. And I'm really interested in the South America. Yeah.
These three homes kind of intrigue me. You're supposed that if I'm able to find the time that one might just accidentally be empty?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay. How about you then, Judy? You're going into clinical psychiatric work?
No, I've given up on crazy people. I think there's no future in being crazy. So,
Judy, you were looking right at me when you said that.
no, I'm not sure exactly what I'll do right now, but maybe in Arizona I'll be teaching English. I hope maybe to refugee children, but later on I think, maybe there'll be a place for me in business too. And
Monkey business?
monkey business, maybe importing and exporting too. And
Oh.
I think I like to travel and to meet people, and I think I have some business ability maybe, so.
Well, I'm sure you have, Judy. I'm sure you have. And how long do you plan on being in Phoenix?
Probably 2 or 3 years. I think.
Well, then you folks will be able to come back once in a while for
Yeah.
Christmas. Or,
Yeah, if we get some vacation time.
yeah. Well, gee, Judy, it's been real nice talking with you and John.
You'll have to play this back about 5 years.
We'll, well,
See what's come true and what hasn't.
well, in the very best of both yous, and when you get back to Grand Rapids, well, I'll sure be over.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
okay, John. Nice chatting with you. Okay,
Okay.
Judy, we'll see you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, how about Aunt Marie? Okay, don't start yet. Okay.
And with today, folks, we have a real celebrity. Mrs. William Baker, brother of Joe Waleski, mother of the famous brother, sister, brother,
Thank you.
mother of the famous hockey star, Billy Baker. Also, mother of Bobby Joe Baker, Miss Teenage. And Mrs. Baker, how many more of those celebrities can you produce?
Very many more. Oh, it's really been great, though, and I really think that I've got 6 celebrities at my house as far as we're concerned.
I'll attest to that.
Okay?
Yes. And, well, speaking for myself, it's really been an honor and just a lot of fun attending all of Billy's games and games in Grand Rapids, the ones in the cities, and the same with Bobby Joe. We were just so happy and so proud, and I know that you must have just been very proud yourself.
Well, I think certainly the Olympics was a great thrill. I think when you're representing your country and you go down like that, but each step as you go on, I think, is a great thrill. I think when you go and play Pee-wees, you think that's just the greatest. No, wow, your kid's really doing great, when he runs down and makes that score. And then you move up, and you keep moving up to each step. So I think each step up is just a fun time. And wherever you are, at what level you're at, it's the greatest. Whether you're at Pee-wee, Bantam, high school, university, the Olympics, and now maybe Montreal. And I think when you get up there to Montreal, it's the greatest. And that was really a team effort, but I think going down to the Miss Minnesota pageant was a different kind of a thrill, because there were 96 girls, super girls, that were competing, and we went down just with the idea that it was just kind of a fun weekend for Bev, one that she certainly had deserved, but not really thinking ahead of winning the pageant. And so when she won, it was something that she has accomplished on her own. She has done this. She is competing on her own self, poise, confidence, personality, and it was a oneness as far as an achievement for Bev. It was something she had to do on her own. So I think from that standpoint, but you watch them grow up and you're happy for them at every stage or everything that they do, and then to get down there and to be voted Miss Congeniality, I think that's really means a lot. That's
Yes.
really a plus. And then to come out Queen of Miss Minnesota Teen, I think that's just has to be frosting. And now we're really looking forward to going down to Albuquerque too. Which,
Are you going to Albuquerque with Bev?
do you think?
What a foolish question to ask.
I really think that's got me. Yes, we'll be at Albuquerque, New Mexico, the November 22nd, and I'm sure I will be sitting there and saying, you know, holding my breath. But yeah, we will be there and hoping to share with her fun and excitement.
Boy, that's just great, Bev. Anything else you care to add?
Well, I hope to get up to Montreal and watch a hockey game. Probably they play Buffalo September 20th, 21st, I think, and 22nd in exhibition games, which is with Mike Ramsey. So
Yes.
hopefully we can get up there too. But I think as far as the kids and raising them, I think you're happy for whether the achievement is little or big. And I think it's fun to watch them grow up and to share it all is really kind of fun.
Well, Bev, actually, we've reaped quite a few benefits from your family, and it's been wonderful for all of
And I
us.
think you've enjoyed watching them grow up and sharing with them their excitement.
Just wonderful.
Whether it's, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. And, you know, you just take kind of a little bit of pride from being from Grand Rapids.
Yes, very
You know,
true.
because we've taken a lot of being on Derange.
Yes, yes.
You're from Derange, or the Rangers can't think of that, or the Rangers, you know. So when you can say you're from Derange and you have done this, I think it's kind of neat.
Yes.
And we're really proud to say we're from Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Well, very good. Well, Bev, that's okay. Did you want to chat for a second, Jim?
Sure.
Okay.
We got some tape left there, Joel.
How much tape have we got?
About a half hour.
About a half hour. Do you suppose we should go on to it with some
Now,
of
that
the
was
rest
your
of the
sister
guests?
that was sitting here?
That was my sister, yes.
And this kind of the main issue we've been kind of wondering about. It's been kept kind of secret lately. The golden sawdust. Did that
Well,
go? Has that died?
well, that's still going. It's still in the works.
Still in the works.
Still in the
it's
works.
Just, it seemed to have lost the enthusiasm that it did when it
Well,
first appeared.
Yeah, but Jim, you must realize that from last February with the Olympics and the way that has gone through the summer, Billy Baker being home, and then with Beverly Joe being chosen Miss Minnesota Teen, I'll tell you, we haven't had much time for anything else.
But the thing is, you're retired, you sit at home, you probably watch Phil Donahue. You get up first thing in the morning, watch Phil, right?
Oh yes, yes,
And then you
we
sit there,
do.
and then you have nothing else to do for the rest of the day.
Well, once in a while, Jim, I do gas up my power lawnmower, whether the lawn needs mowing or not. And I ride around that with preferably a blue sport coat. Neighbors think that I'm crazy, but I really enjoy myself.
Well, but you're continuing to tell people of the city of Grand Rapids and the county of Itasca that you're Billy Baker's Uncle Jim.
Oh, boy, I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, yes,
And
I...
now, you're probably telling people that you're Beverly Joe Baker's Uncle Joe.
That's right, that's right.
The thing is, you want part of the limelight.
I sure do. I sure do, and I'm hanging on to the coattails and just riding on a hind. Jim, do you think that we should bring over a few other celebrities here and see what we can get out of them?
I don't think there are any others, are there?
Well, we've got a few here, yes.
If you can find...
I'll pick up a few. Okay? Okay, very good. Well, folks, we're back again with more celebrities, the Baker family. And to our right, we have Carol Baker, Carrie Troubles Baker, Bacher, that is, and Jeannie Baker, performer Jeannie Baker. Jeannie, I don't imagine you're working at all anymore. Are you still working? And what are you doing down there?
Work at DeFreeze Implement. It's a John Deere dealership. And I do the bookkeeping and the payroll and work in parts sometimes.
And what is your husband doing now?
He works at the same dealership, DeFreeze Implement, and he puts together or helps assemble the new tractors and combines, and because a lot of it, the machinery comes in and the big stuff's put together, and then you have to add wheels or axles or something like that. So some of it requires changing, so that's what he does.
Oh, very good. And are you doing any reporting?
Well, no, not since I quit my job.
No.
The paper. Now
Okay.
they just come to me for the stories.
Oh. Say, I imagine you were really thrilled when the USA beat the Russians?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was.
Yes. And let's go over to Carrie. How are you, Carrie?
Fine.
Mm-hmm. You haven't got any boyfriends down there yet, have you? Maybe one? Oh. Okay. How about you, Carol? I understand that you have 3 boyfriends.
No, that's totally a lie.
Oh,
That's a lie.
you do have one, though, don't you?
Maybe.
I won't tell anybody if you just give me his name.
No, I don't.
You won't give him? How about his initials?
No.
Does he live within 4-block radius?
No.
He doesn't. Boy, that's like pulling teeth trying to get anything out of her.
Too smart.
What do you think about your sister winning Miss Congeniality?
Sounds like her.
You know, I was over here Sunday afternoon, and Bill Baker, your brother, was here, and he just said, Miss Congeniality, Miss Congeniality. I can't believe it.
It sounds like her.
Oh, well, I'm sure that...
Wonder what the other girls were like.
Anything else, Carol?
No.
What have you been doing this summer? And don't tell me you've been a slave around the house.
I've been slaving
Oh, I feel for you, Carol, but I just can't reach you.
Yeah, I have. I've been slaving around. I've been playing Jacari.
Oh, Jacquard. I haven't heard of that.
It's racquetball with the string. It's like
Oh.
play by yourself.
Mm-hmm. And
See, since I don't have any boyfriends, I don't have anybody to play with.
what have you been doing this summer, Carrie?
Went to Grandma's house.
Been over to Grandma's house? Sure, you were over here for a couple weeks this summer, weren't you? When your daddy was in camp. Sure. Swimming lessons? Mm-hmm. Oh, great. Can you do the crawl? Or do you just kind of do the dog paddle, or what do they call it, mud paddle?
What do they call it?
What? It's not know either.
Well, Jeannie, have you anything else
No,
to add?
Say
Not-
something witty.
not really, Joseph.
Any poems to recite, or any jokes? No, we'll...
Don't say those jokes.
Draw the
Okay.
line there at the joke.
Okay, folks. Well, we've been interviewing the rest of the Baker family. Carol, Jeannie, and her daughter. Trouble!
Your trouble.
Oh. And folks, we have another celebrity. Mrs. Marie Vobeda from Cass Lake, who is now residing out at Leisure Hills. Mrs. Vobeda is an aunt of Mrs. William Baker and also Joseph Waleski. Marie, how do you feel today?
Well, if I could see, I wouldn't be feeling too bad. But when you can't see, it's just the voices. And I'm very happy to be here at last, because I feel very happy because the President of the United States sent me a birthday greeting.
Well, boy, that's real nice to hear. And how about this celebration here?
Oh, I just love it. I'm so glad that they thought enough of me to bring me here because I can't walk and I can't see. And they're all so kind and dear to me, and they're all my people.
Well, Marie, we're certainly glad to have you. I'm speaking for myself, and I hope that you're having a real good time. And,
I am.
Very good. Okay, and listen, Marie, we'll be talking with you later.
Okay, thank you, Joseph.
Okay.
Thank you.
My aunt, Mrs. Marie Vabeda, Leisure Hills. Now we're going to move over and meet another close friend of the family. Yeah.
That lady really does a nice job.
Folks, another celebrity, a friend of the family for many, many years.
Yes,
Lil, when did you first meet the Waleskis?
well, I came to Grand Rapids in 1923, and I think I met your mother in 24, 25.
And you were living behind the old Legion Hall?
Yes.
Yes, I remember years ago when you used to come over and play the piano.
Oh, yes, I'll say.
That's many years ago, isn't
Yes,
it?
you bet it is.
Yeah.
Good many.
Yeah, and you're residing at Senior Citizens on 7th Street,
Yeah,
Northwest?
411 7th Avenue West.
And can I ask you, Lil, just how old you are?
I'm 85.
85.
Yes.
Well, my gosh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, Lil. Well, listen, Lil, and I hope that you have many more years.
Oh, I hope so.
Yes. And are you enjoying yourself
Oh,
today?
I love being here. I just love everyone that's here, and
Yes.
especially the Waleskis, all of them.
Well, Lil, that's real nice to hear. And by gosh, Lil, real nice to have you here.
It's nice to be here, too.
Okay.
I'm glad I was able to come.
Okay, good. Okay, and we've been chatting with Lil Lehman, a real close friend of the family for many, many years. Okay? And with us today we have Mr. William Baker, Superintendent of Parks for the Blandon Paper Company. Bill, with your son Billy on the U.S. Olympic team, and then your daughter Beverly Jo winning Miss Teen Minnesota. What the heck can a guy do for an encore?
Well, I don't really know what that'll be.
Boy, oh boy.
We're very proud of both of them. And,
I'll bet. Well,
Best.
yes, and the same with the Waleskis and the rest of the friends. Boy, oh boy, it's been great all the way through.
It really has.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to see everybody get together here today and have a good time and get all the relatives together and have fun.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Good. Anything else?
Well, I can't do anything else.
Of course, you can't take the credit for all of it. I think Mrs. Baker had a little bit to do with it.
Well, it's 50-50 maybe.
50-50, you bet. Well, okay, Bill, nice chat with
Why
you.
don't you talk to Mina Carpenter here? That's my mother's
Okay.
sister. Dorothy Rundle next door.
And
I'm Mina Carpenter, and Bill is my nephew. And I've been married 47 years, and I have 7 children. And we live in Bemidji, and my husband and I are retired.
oh,
And do a little gardening, and that's about all.
well, great. You having a good time?
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
Now and then.
Okay. And who do we have here?
I'm Dorothy Rundell. I'm Mina's sister, Marianne's sister, and Bill's aunt. I'm from Bemidji. Nothing spectacular.
Married?
Me, my husband died away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Nothing spectacular, just me.
Okay, okay. And we did speak with Mrs. Baker, so we'll just pass her by on this round. Anybody else like to be on TV here?
How about Jeffy?
Jeffy, can you come on over to see your nice? Come on over and see your nice grandpa. Who's this? Who's this? Can you say hi? Come on over and see your nice grandpa, Gigi. Oh, look here. Look here. Yes, we got Gigi and Jeffy, and Gigi is eating some celery. Okay. Anybody else? Rod, you want to just say hello on TV? You're off. You're not on now, are you? On, somebody else, come. Let's form the line here. Everybody. Okay, everybody, get in there. Okay, come on, Carrie. Come on over to Uncle Joe, and then you just tell me who you are, and then you walk into the other room. Okay? Okay, come on. And who have we here?
Carrie
Carrie who?
Backer,
And you live where?
Pipestone,
Okay, Carrie, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, Carrie Bacher. And what is your name?
Roger Pawlowski,
And you live where, Paul? Anoka? Okay, Paulie. And you are? You? Jeffy, and you live with Ruth Ann and Bob. Okay, okay. And what is your name? What is your name? Say Gigi. Gigi. Okay. Well, now you kids walk over there to mommy. Okay. And you're Mr. Waleski?
Yes, Abe. From
Abe
Red Wing,
Waleski,
Minnesota.
From Red Wing, Minnesota.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's Honest Abe, isn't it?
Yes, Honest Abe.
Okay. And you're
Nobody will
with...
believe me, but it's Honest Abe.
Honest
Yes.
Abe. Well, it's
Oh,
nice
yes.
meeting you.
Well,
we have
yes.
something in common.
Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Very good. And you are
Mary Baker,
Mary Baker. And you're from where?
Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Do you have a telephone number?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Are you giving it out?
No.
Well, I try. Okay. And you are...
Yeah, I'm John Zim. I come from Taiwan.
And you're husband of Judy?
Judy.
Yes. Okay, John. And you are...
Huh?
You, how did you get into this place?
You know, I'm not related to anybody around here.
Oh, you aren't?
No, I'm not. I came for the food.
Oh, well, the food looks pretty good.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Some of the women look pretty good, too.
Yes. Do you have a ticket?
Ticket? Roger, I need a ticket.
I thought I seen you around Gun Junction last week, trying to hop a freight.
No, that wasn't me. That must have been my brother.
Oh, your brother.
Yeah, he's got a beard.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so anybody, come on, folks. And we have
Paul Waleski.
Paul, and you're from
Red Wing.
Red Wing, Minnesota, and son of Everett and Mavis Waleski.
I guess so.
Yeah, what have you been doing this summer, Paul? Besides
trying to
chasing
stay
girls.
I'm trying to stay out of trouble.
Trying to stay out of trouble.
Not doing a very good job.
You set of wheels?
No.
No wheels?
No.
Oh,
Don't have a car.
Don't have a car. Going to school this fall?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, we'll talk to you with you later, Paul. Okay. And here we have
I'm
Mavis.
Mavis Waleski. I'm the mother of Paul Waleski, and yes, he has a set of wheels, 2 wheels.
2
A
wheels.
motorcycle.
We call that murder cycles up here.
Motorcycle,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, that's pretty close to it. Yeah,
That's
right.
okay. And Mavis is my sister-in-law.
Good to see
Okay, okay, Mavis. Uh-oh, well, folks. Smokey, I mean Officer Waleski, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Roger Waleski.
Roger Waleski, And Mr. Waleski drives a patrol car down Minneapolis. So,
Occasionally
folks,
in the back seat, though.
and remember, folks, stay 55 or below, or you'll get a ticket. Now, say, Mr. Waleski, writing out tickets.
The favorite part of my job.
Now,
That's right, is collecting that 2-week
Mr.
paycheck,
Waleski, I've got to ask you now. Suppose I was breaking the speed limit. Now, you wouldn't really arrest a friend or relative, would you?
The next question, please.
That's enough. I got it. Oh, here we've got one here. Look at here. Mrs. Ray Jones.
Mrs. Raymond E. Jones,
You-
Sr.
Senior. Yes, say
Senior.
you look real pretty.
Oh, why, thank you.
Yes.
Take after my uncle.
Well.
Now that we've got this one
Yes.
fixed.
And you are the mother of
Raymond Jr. and Sandra.
Raymond Jr. and Sandra. And you reside at...
200 La Plant Road, right down the road from Ruth Annie.
Oh, very good. And I think that you sell Avon products.
That's
yes,
what that
that's where
was.
I've seen
6
you.
whole years, and we plan on going to New Orleans this year.
Well, great, great. Okay,
One
Kath,
more.
real nice talking to you. And this gal looks very familiar. And your name is?
Joanne.
Joanne.
Wilson, yeah.
Keep the camera up high, please.
Please.
And you reside
In Grand Rapids.
in Grand Rapids. And you're expecting a newborn baby?
Yeah.
And girl or boy?
Well, I don't know. We'll take what we get, I guess.
Oh, okay, Joanne. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Ruth Ann? Oh boy, here we've got a live one here. This gal looks familiar.
Yeah.
And what is your name?
Ruth Ann.
Ruth Ann. Well, Ruth Ann.
Conley.
Ruth Ann Conley.
Have we done this before?
Not that I recall.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I must have just been practicing at home. Okay.
And you have two little boys,
Yeah, that's Tom and Jeff.
Tom and Jeffrey.
Getting bigger by the minute.
Yes. Well, we'll have to put the camera on these little boys. Say, is this Tommy?
Look at Jim over there.
Say hi. Say hi. Hi. There he is. Okay.
Wave to him.
Wave to the man. There. Throw him a kiss. There. That's real good.
You're a pro, aren't you?
Yes. And I imagine that your husband's working.
No, he's downstairs.
Oh, he's downstairs drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, say. Boy.
That's actually our occupations. We just work at the paper mill.
Just to get enough money for booze.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
That works good.
Well, that sounds like an exciting life.
Yeah, it really is.
Yes. Well, and I understand you live out in a tent out in the
Well,
plant.
it looks like one. It's a
Mhm.
little bit warmer, but not much.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a two-bedroom.
two-bedroom tent. Now you're cooking your meals outside and hauling water from the lake.
Well, it's from the pond.
From the
Kind of
pond.
mucky, but
Well, if you
better than
filter it,
nothing.
yes. Well, it's real nice chatting with you, and if we have any extra food, we'll certainly send it out.
oh well, thank you very much.
Okay, well, that's real
We
nice.
need it.
Okay. Mrs. Waleski, would you like to come here? And you look familiar.
Yeah.
You are Ruth Hansen from Papa?
Right, yeah.
And I presume that you're married.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
To that handsome Joe Waleski.
Oh my gosh! No,
Yeah.
boy, oh boy. Say, I don't know if I should say this, but I think you got the best part of the bargain.
Well, that's what I've been told.
Oh,
but
is that
I'm
right?
not so sure about that. I think he's pretty lucky too.
Well, I'll have to agree, Mother.
Well.
Okay.
Mr. Humble and modesty.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else here? Carol? How we doing on tape? Pretty good?
You haven't got Marie and Mrs. Lehman.
Yes, we have. Oh, we certainly have. Say, Carrie, come on over here. Come on over here. What do you think about all of these people over here? You think they're a little bit kind of, a little goofy?
No.
You think they're all right?
Yeah.
What do you think of this party?
Okay.
I think your mother's going to have a baby. What do you prefer? Would you like a boy or a girl?
Boy.
A boy. Why a boy?
I don't know.
Just to have a boy. Okay. Anybody else? Ray, we'd like to have you over here. Bobby Joe, would you like to come here for just a minute? Okay. Yes. Well, we got the Queen back with us again.
Hi.
And anything else you care to say, Bev?
I don't know.
What are your
Oh,
plans?
dinner's gonna be ready, so you know you can. Okay,
What are
everyone
your,
come.
listen, what are your plans for the next month or so?
Well, I'll be making commercials, modeling, going to Wisconsin and Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'm going on the Town and Country Show in Duluth. So I'll be really busy, and I'm starting school at the University of Minnesota, being a pediatric nurse on September 29th.
Is that in any way going to conflict with your other appearances?
No, I'll be. School comes first. So.
Oh, very good. Well, and again, Bob, all we can do is just wish you the best.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? How are we doing on tape? We're still rolling?
Wrap it up, Joe.
Okay, well, folks, we're going to end this from the Bill Baker residence. And we're going to, oh, the food looks real good.
It's August 16th.
And folks, this is August the 16th. And
Day after Beverly Joe's birthday, and it's the birthday of Roger Waleski.
day after Beverly Joe's birthday and the birthday of Roger Waleski.
Welcoming home for Judy and
Welcoming home for Mr. and Mrs. John Singh.
Oh, it's one of John's birthdays too.
That's all, folks. We're out. We're out. Okay. I don't think I got that in, but...
Okay.